Hey everybody, it's Lucky. I just wanted to take a few minutes to make a quick video about Botox and fillers. When I was a little younger, I used to feel like I will never get Botox and fillers. You don't need to, and also feel like if you take good care of your skin, you won't need to. Or I want to age like a regular human being, and so on and so forth. But as I grew up, there were some certain aspects about my appearance that I would have liked to tweak just a little bit. Most people's first intro to Botox and fillers is Botox, but mine was fillers, and I got fillers underneath my eyes in the trough area. So I got them because I felt as though no matter how much concealer I put on, it was still kind of sunken in looking. Like even though it would be the same color as my face, it was so hollowed out that it looked different. So that was my first fillers. I got that when I was about 27 or 28, and I really loved the way they looked. It's worn off since then, and I do expect that I will be getting them again. But most people would be a good candidate for this if it's, see how it's sunken. There's a big difference. I don't have puffiness under my eyes. I have sunkenness under my eyes. How it works is the injector will go pretty deep in there and fill it up. It looks fine. If you make this ridiculous face, which nobody makes, you might see some little lumps, but no one makes that face. And if you are making that face, no one's looking at your eyes thinking, oh, they have lumps under them. Anyway, I had a really good experience with that. It lasted about 2 years. I got Juvederm, I think. I don't know. I went in there thinking, oh, I want to tell my doctor I want whatever I wanted, and my doctor said he doesn't feel comfortable using that type of filler, and he only uses whatever it was. I think it was Juvederm for the under eye area, and so since he was a professional, I went with what he suggested. I did go out of my way to go to this doctor before I got any tear trough. I looked into this for a year, 2, before I got it done. And for this area, because it's not, fillers are not really authorized for use in this area, and I was also afraid that I would end up blind or something for being so vain, I was so careful with who I picked. For all fillers, I don't suggest trying to go the cheap route, but especially for they call it TT if you're Googling it, TT fillers. For tear trough fillers, I really suggest just pay a little extra and go to someone who is a professional. Trust this doctor. It wasn't very painful. They put on some numbing cream, and then he goes in with the needle and fills it up. At that age, I think I was 27 or 28, it took one syringe, and that cost about $600. Filled it up. It lasted about 2 years. So the procedure works like this. You go in there, you explain what you want, what you don't like. He reviews to see if you are a good candidate for this type of filler. Your eyes need to be sunken to be a good candidate. If your eyes are puffy, it's the wrong procedure for you. It's the wrong procedure for you if your eyes are not sunken. So if he determines it's the right one for you, he will put a numbing cream under the eye area that sits for 10 minutes or so. Then he will, I think he maybe pokes it a little bit just to see if you can feel anything, and as long as you can't, then he will go in with the needle. It's frightening because you have a needle near your eyeball. You can't feel a thing. I mean, maybe you can feel like something's happening, but it doesn't hurt at all, and it takes a very small amount of time. Hopefully your doctor will put some in, check it out, put some in, check it out. It's not like he's just going to sit there, boop, 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 fill it up and step back. He will put a little bit in, step back, evaluate. Put some more in, step back, evaluate. Then he does the other eye, steps back and evaluates to make sure they're even. One of your eyes may use more than the other eye if it's more sunken. Almost everybody's face is a little bit asymmetrical. These syringes are sold 1 cc each. It's $600-ish. They do sell smaller syringes for smaller areas, but you will not be using a smaller syringe. If you're going in to get your tear troughs filled, you're gonna need a full-size syringe. There's like that problem is not curable with a smaller size syringe. You may need more than one. I went when I was pretty young. If you wait until you're older, then you're probably going to need more than one because it's probably more sunken. Ask them, I mean, if you're on a budget, ask them what it's going to be beforehand. I don't know if, like, if you need two, if you only get one, will you even see a difference? Because maybe it will just fill so far underneath that it doesn't make a visible difference on the top section. So that's something to ask your doctor. You can't save a syringe. You can't buy like 1.5. So for that area, and if your doctor doesn't have the small size, you are buying full syringe at a time. If you use 1.25, you purchase 2 full syringes, and you can't save it for later. You might be able to save it for a couple of days. I've heard of people being able to save it for a couple of days if you go to the doctor on a regular basis, but I think it's against the law because you can't have somebody's filler waiting in the fridge next to other unused filler, because what if someone messes it up and takes it, like it's, I'm sure it'd be pretty difficult to cross-contaminate because it does come in one of the little vials or pre-filled, but the point is you can't save it. So you're buying it $600 increments. That said, it lasts almost 2 years. I guess if you're somebody who gets a lot of laugh lines and somebody moves their upper face a lot, then maybe it won't last 2 years. I barely move my upper face, and that's not on purpose. It's just a way that I express myself. So it lasted about 2 years on me. It was worth every cent because I felt like for me, other than these YouTube videos, which apparently I just do with no makeup on all the time, in general, if I'm going out of the house, I'm putting something on, at least under here, and mascara, since I barely have any eyelashes. But when I had it filled, I didn't feel like I needed to spend as much time on the under eye area. Since then, I haven't gotten filled only because I haven't found another doctor that I trust enough to do that. This doctor is like an eyelid surgeon who like cuts away people. You know when people get like puffy under eye bags, so you can like cut them away and make them look normal. So I figured if you can do that type of surgery, then I can trust you to do, a simple filler. So I haven't found anybody else I trust as much as him who is comfortable doing that type of injection. Have a great day. My next video will be about Botox, followed by a video about lip fillers, which is something that a lot of people don't talk about. If you have full lips, why get lip fillers, blah, 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 blah. So I will cover that in the next video, and I will see you then, and it won't even be a week. Please comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what else you're interested in hearing about. Okay, bye. You know what else I'll be doing? A video about how I cover these up, because to cover these up, you need a color corrector. Just FYI, it's not just concealer, it's a color corrector too. See that? Okay, anyway, bye, I'll see you later.